this Patrickswell team, because Kieran is obviously biased, somewhat anyways, somewhat. You know, it's a very strong team, but one player that sticks out immediately is Josh Considine. Huge player for this team.
Yeah, it was a bit of a loss in the quarter final. Now they did obviously win the game without him, but you know, a serious asset as we've seen at senior level. So I mean, naturally enough at under 21 level, he's going to be a very prominent figure. Big ball winner on the middle, well able to take his own score when he gets it, and well able to distribute to his forwards, who will be looking to at every opportunity really.
Yeah, Kieran, just in this Mungret St. Paul side, there's a lot of lads in this team that have played with Limerick underage over the last number of years, like Louis Dean Goals, Conor Helliwell. But one player that always sticks out, I mean, watch their Premier Intermediate team or watch them underage, is Paul O'Brien. He's an outstanding talent.
Yeah, without a doubt. And to be fair to Mungret, you know, they're kind of knocking at the door at intermediate level for the last number of years. Young Vincent Foley was with him there for a while, and Liam O'Donoghue. So there was a serious amount of work done. And as you rightly pointed out, you know, a lot of these guys would have come through the Arscall Reach chain as well. So, you know, and they have a massive population. There's no reason why Mungret shouldn't be very strong at 21s, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be kind of strong at intermediate and jumping up to senior level as well.
Tom, gorgeous evening for hurling. It's a 50-50 call really. Patrickswell have that benefit of playing a quarter final. They've rejigged the team somewhat, a couple of positional switches, couple of switches full stop really. It could go either way.
Yeah, I'm going to be leaning slightly towards Mungret on the basis of a man you've touched on there, Paul O'Brien. 114 at the weekend at Premier Intermediate level. I think 1-7 of that from play. Just has that X factor. Not to say Patrickswell don't have a player like him, but I think he's just, you know, at this level a serious talent to have, and he's just going to bring confidence to the rest of his teammates. And you know, they just know if he gets the ball, there's a very strong possibility that he's going to put it over the bar, or indeed in the back of the net if that opportunity arises.
Kieran, obviously these Patrickswell lads you know very well. There's a sprinkling of lads that are playing at junior level and involved in your own senior team as well. One guy that stretches out or comes out immediately to me anyway is Jason Glenn. No bother to him last weekend when Aaron wasn't on fire with the freeze. Stepped straight up, put him over, no problem whatsoever. He's a serious talent as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. And to be fair, after the game, I suppose everybody would have hummed in on Aaron catching the ball and scoring the goal. But I can remember saying it to Natal. Aaron took one free and he mishit it. I'd say the finger might have been sore, and he gave the frees to Jason, and Jason was underneath me there. 3 frees really that it would test you to put him over. And to be fair to me, showed great battle, great backbone. He put them all over the bar. So yeah, as you were saying, Paul O'Brien, Jason equally will take a small bit of babysitting tonight too.
Just a quick one. It is very warm here at the LIT Gaelic grounds tonight. I was checking with a couple of people. There won't be any extra water breaks, but the water break, Tom, we've seen it at every level so far since the lockdown has ended and we've had games back again. Not only is it a break for the players to get they'll certainly need it tonight given the weather, but we've seen in a lot of games, it happened with Ballybrown and their game against Gareth Spillane last Friday night as well, a goal straight away after it. It's been a big trait of the way the water break has gone. Yeah,
some teams can lose momentum, some teams can certainly pick it up. The 2 games here Saturday in the senior, I think Gahan only scored 1 point between the water break and half time, and similarly Patrickswell in the second game only scored maybe 1 point between the water break and half time. So a case of, in those, you know, losing momentum, really losing maybe focus, or you know, the other team obviously getting the upper hand. Very important that teams come out. You know, water breaks end or start and end on a puck out. So very important that next possession to set the tone again for the last maybe 10 minutes of the half.
2 teams now just going into their respective huddles. This game, of course, is going to be refereed by John O'Halloran from Brewery. Kieran, just the final throws before throwing, really. You know, you said Tom's got his opinion that Mungret are favourites for this. What do you think yourself?
Well, I think Tom is slightly probably more at an advantage of me. He's probably seen Patrickswell play and he's seen Mungret play. I haven't seen Mungret play, but I do know the Patrickswell team, and if they come to the party tonight, they will take a bit of beating.
We'll just pause now for our Onavine. All set to go here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. Of course, this Premier Under 20, Mint Catering Premier Under 21 Hurling Championship semi-final between Mungret St. Paul's and Patrickswell. Just watching the toss here between both captains, Conor Halliwell from Mungret St. Paul's and Paddy Maher from Patrickswell. Just getting a change here on the teams. We'll notify you of that in a couple of moments. No changes. We're just confirming that here in the background here. Kieran, nerves are going to play a part. The heat is certainly going to play a part as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. And to be fair, listening to the conversation about the water breaks, I suppose it's the teams really that manage the 4 quarters probably the best, is the team that will kind of come out on top. And to be fair, when the weather is like this, 110% the water breaks are merited hugely.
It's going to be Mungret St. Paul's that are going to be playing from left to right as you see it on camera, from the Clare end into the city end here at Limerick GA HQ. As I mentioned, John O'Halloran, Kieran, or Tom will come to in this. John O'Halloran, over the last number of years, he's refed a lot of high profile games. He's one of the best around in Limerick at the moment.
Yeah, and he refed the Patrickswell senior game at the weekend. I thought he did a fine job of it. He's, as you say, refed right through the grades. He's generally doing senior games and Premier Intermediate games, so a man who'll be well capable of managing this game tonight.
Slight delays. Killian O'Reilly makes his way fairly ponderously, I think is the fairest way to say it. I don't blame him. It's very warm. It's very hard to get things going early on here. Just waiting to throw in now. Last we heard Doon very comfortable at half time in the other semi-final against the depleted Garspillane side. I think it was 3-9 to 7 points they were up at the break. We're underway here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. Going to be Mungret with the first possession. It's the boot out to the wing and it's Mungret in possession with David Bridgman. Bridgman in possession, well defended by Patrickswell initially, but it's Daniel Larkin now. Low one in from Larkin, straight in towards Shamey Hurley initially. That's going to be a free in. Needless foul by Shane Hannon on the Mungret St. Paul's player. And Kieran, Patrickswell won't be happy with that start.
No, nice little passage of play there, and good intelligent play. Won it in midfield, took it out to the side, and nice low ball into the corner forward. And unfortunately, Shane Hannon kind of rushed in, and it was a blatant push in the back. But it'll test him to put it over the bats in a cute angle. Yeah,
it was Brian O'Mara that was fouled there, and Tom Paul O'Brien. It's a very, very difficult angle, but there isn't too many better free takers around than him.
No, there certainly isn't, and thankfully no wind to contend with, and the sun is at his back, so you'd still fancy him even from this tight angle.
Fine strike from Paul O'Brien. That's the first score of the game here. Under a minute played at the LIT Gaelic Grounds as Mungret St. Paul's through Paul O'Brien with the first score. Fine strike from a difficult angle, but no bother whatsoever to the Mungret St. Paul's. Number 11 is Killian O'Reilly. Hits the puck out towards us here. It's Chams Jagana who's up there first. Unchallenged wins it. Hand passes the ball off. It's intercepted by Cian Enright, but Jagana's there again. Brilliant work from Enright. Gets the flick away to Patrick Kirby, and Kirby switches play looking for Calvin Carroll. Broken down there by, I think it was Shane Barry for Mungret, and it's cleared. Half hooked over the clearance, but Chams Jagana's there again for Mungret. Big burly number 10 for this Mungret St. Paul's side. He's not going to be easily knocked off the possession. But it's Patrickswell that should come away with it. It's last gasp from Adam Carrick, but it's Mungret St. Paul's that have it through Paul O'Brien. Good challenge though from Josh Considine. It's Patrickswell on the attack now for the first time. Hand pass comes. It's going to be picked up by John Kirby. Kirby flicks it inside. There's no one there though from a Patrickswell point of view. And Liam Harrington gets the pass away. It's Mungret now in possession. And it's Rory Duff. Rory Duff, good run initially. Gets the hand pass away. Chance for Liam Lynch now. Lynch, former Limerick minor, gets it onto his right hand side. Shooting chance for Liam Lynch. And Tom, that's an excellent score. Good start from Mungret.
Yeah, good start there. Patience in around the middle from Mungret. Didn't dive in and commit a silly foul, and waited for a poor ball from Patrickswell. Intercepted it, worked it through the middle, and a lovely score then to finish it off.
Yeah, of course, one thing we must note as well, there's a dropping sun, and it's really, really difficult for Killian O'Reilly at that end. We may see Mungret drop a few in just to test them out, but it's Patrickswell now with Jason Gillan in possession. Gillan has options, decides to strike himself. It's a good effort from Gillan. Fine strike either way. Does it have the accuracy? The answer to that is no, to the right and wide. But Kieran, good start from Mungret. Patrickswell will need to up things fairly quickly.
Yeah, without a doubt. And already what I'm after seeing are the Mungret are very organised and they're a very good strong team, so the Whale will have it all to do from what I've seen already, and I know it's early.
James Jurgana getting this one back. Clearance in from Conor Flav. In fact, it was Kieran O'Dowd Back there for Patrickswell is Joachim McGrath. He gets the clearance away, but there's a Daniel Larkin there and John Kirby. It's Larkin that gets it initially. Good work from the Mungret St. Paul's midfielder. He's under pressure straight away from Josh Considine. Considine has it. Good work from the Limerick senior penalty. A high delivery from Considine. Foot race in there for Gavin Carey and Conor Helliwell. It's gone out over the end line. That ball is going to be for Patrickswell according to the linesman. 50-50 call. I think Conor Helliwell was leaving it out, thinking it was a Mungret ball, but either way, Tom, a chance for Jason Gillan.
Yeah, sideline cuts. Some people don't agree with shots being taken from him, but a player his calibre, he's more than capable of doing it. So, might be a first opportunity to get Patrickswell on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Paul O'Brien has 11 on his back now, but he's drifting from half forward to corner forward. And notice Paddy Maher is the designated man to watch him 2 for the hour.
Yeah, fascinating battle in store if that stays out for the 60 minutes. Gillan strikes this one. It's a good strike from Jason Gillan. It's just tails to the right. He definitely will have a few more efforts like that given the opportunity. Certainly by the way he struck that one. But it is a second wide for Patrickswell and they're yet to trouble the scoreboard. Louis D with this puck out is Chams Jagana, who going for this one. It's good work though from Cian Enright. Gets the hand pass away and on the run now is Owen Harmon. Harmon plays it back to Enright. Is a fine striker. The ball is Cian Enright. Is that Patrickswell on the board? It certainly is. He did it against the hand in the quarter final. He started very well, Cian Enright. Kieran, that's just what the well needed.
Yeah, great score. Mungret had 2 attacks, 2 scores. This is Patrickswell, a third attack, and there's a great score out of Cian Enright.
Louis D now goes towards Chams Jagana again. 2 on him from a Patrickswell point of view. Doesn't make a difference to the Mungret St. Paul's number 10. Flicked away though brilliantly by Patrick Kirby. And it's Cian Enright in possession again. Gives it back to Kirby, but Enright has been prominent. Patrick Kirby now being chased down by Rory Duff. Kirby still going. Brilliant work from the number 12 on the Patrickswell side. Has he been fouled? He has indeed. Brilliant work from Patrick Kirby there, Tom. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, fantastic drive, run through the middle. In fairness to Rory Duff, he tracked him all the way, but when the ball came loose, just a very obvious foul there. So an ideal opportunity for Patrickswell to level it up, and they've certainly settled after maybe a shaky opening couple of minutes, but a long one to go on this yet.
Just over 22 or 3 metres for Jason Gillan, pretty much straight in front one. He'd certainly expect to put over the bar. Just the 5.5 minutes played at the LIT Gaelic grounds. And it's Mungret St. Paul's leading Patrickswell 2 points to 1. Glad taking his time, going through his routine. And no danger of Jason Gillan missing that. We're all square here. And Damien Gillan, Natal O'Grady, Kieran will be delighted the way Patrickswell have come back into this in the early stages.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm just thinking there are more semi-finals only, as a contest. It's going to be given, they're going to be close, but in fairness to the well, they started slow, but after settling down now fairly quick.
It's Paddy Maher in possession, the Patrickswell captain, brilliantly hooked, flicked away by Liam Lynch. Should be a sideline ball. It's gone through Patrickswell. Good work in defence from Patrickswell.
Interesting to note there, John, that Chams Jagana, who was the target for the first 3 puckouts here on right half wing, has actually switched over. Now we did win the last one, but he was quickly dispossessed, so Mungret management haven't hesitated, just probably looking for a different option on the right wing, but interesting to see an early switch there.
And the wing back followed him also.
Man marking jobs all over the park here in the early stages of this game. It's going to be another sideline cut for Patrickswell. Paddy Maher takes it short. Ball comes back to Patrickswell midfielder and it's finished off by Cian Fitzgerald. Long delivery from Cian Fitzgerald, looking for Owen Carroll inside in the corner. It's going to be taken there by Conor Helliwell. Very strong full back for Mungret. He's got options in front of him. The first one he goes to is Liam Harrington. Played across. In fact, it was Shane Barry with the pass. And it's Daniel Larkin with the delivery to Chams Jagana. Jagana, he's got a man on his shoulder. It's a good ball into David Bridgman. Goal chance here early on for Mungret and pause. The touch from Liam Lynch wasn't great. He's going to have to check back out. Pressure from the Patrickswell defence. Lynch has done well to get around, flicks it across. Good goalkeeping by Killian O'Reilly. Didn't take any chances. Just got to hurley to the ball and got it away. Played upfield towards Patrick Kirby. Mungret are picking up the loose balls in the early stages. Paul O'Brien flicks it. It's off to Kieran O'Dowd. A shooting chance here for Daniel Larkin. He's straight in front, right on the midfield line. Great score from Daniel Larkin. But Tom, it could have been a lot worse for Patrickswell.
Absolutely, he could. Yeah, Liam Lynch just seemed to, I suppose he was probably thinking about what he was going to do with the ball before he actually had it in his hand. Allow Patrickswell to get back, but the chance then was gone. But good goalkeeping by the Patrickswell keeper there, Killian O'Reilly.
Yeah, brilliant catch initially for Chams Jagana, and Mungret have done that throughout the opening stages, Kieran. They're trying to work off the big number 10.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it was a great passage of play because they worked the ball out from the full back line to the midfield, and very unlucky there, and here they come now with a cracking score again from the fellow you were talking about.
Yeah, Shamey Hurley with this one for Mungret St. Paul's. They're all of a sudden, after Patrickswell squaring it up, having to work hard to square it up. 2 quick fire points from Mungret, and the lead after nearly 8.5 minutes, 4 points to 2. Puck out from Killian O'Reilly over to that far side. Good catch there from Jason Glenn, flicks it back. Chance now from long range. Does it have the accuracy? Indeed it does. Excellent score over on that far side. Brilliant stuff, Kieran.
Great score by Adam Carrick. Jason, of course, caught it and popped it off him from the middle of the field, just about inside the far right post. Mighty score.
Yeah, Adam Carrick, of course, started the quarter final win over Han at midfield. He's lining out. Well, he was supposed to be lining out at full back, but he's elsewhere today as Josh Considine goes on the run, flicks it inside, looking for Jason Glenn. The touch isn't there from Jason on this occasion. Daniel Larkin under pressure gets this one away. It's a good ball too, looking for Liam Lynch, gets a hurley to it, but Keane Fitzgerald is mopping up from a Patrickswell point of view, goes long off his left, looking for Jason Gillan down in front of his ear. It's flicked on. Lost the hurley does John Corbett. He's done well to find Gillan. Chance for Gillan now. Brilliant score from Patrickswell and Jason Gillan. Kirby lost the hurley, didn't bother him in the slightest. Kept his composure, got the hand pass away, and that's a fine score. All square again. It's going to be a puck out now for Louis D. Goes fairly quick, goes low. It's nearly worked out for Mungret St. Paul's, but Keane Fitzgerald, not for the first time the last couple of minutes there, tidying up, mopping up as Calvin Carroll. Low one into Owen Carroll. Owen taking on his man, decides to flick it back inside. It's a good ball across from Owen Carroll to Gavin Carey. Carey can't get it in his hand initially, but he's been fouled. And a chance now for Jason Gillan to put Patrickswell into the lead for the first time.
Good play there by Gavin Carey. We saw him in the quarter final. Johnny got a lovely goal just in his, I think it was just before half time. He's a big man to be marking inside there. Kind of hella well there, just guilty of just being over eager to try and get the ball, and obviously committed the foul.
Very hard ball for any defender to try to defend. Once it's a 60-40 low ball, it's next to impossible to defend it.
And then the chance now for Jason Gillan to put Patrickswell 5 points to 4 up, just around 45 metres or so from the clear end. Fine strike from Jason Gillan, and Patrickswell lead 5 points to 4. Bit of two-wing throwing. Maybe Patrickswell, Kieran, have just settled down a bit.
Yeah, and come here, they needed that because they're going to grow in confidence from here on in. And as far as for what I've seen on the last 10 minutes, they've settled, and they're matching them really all over the field. And Keane Fitz in particular at centre back is doing an awful lot of mopping up for Patrickswell. It's
Mungret now coming out with this one. Their cornerback Conor Flahav unable to win possession cleanly though, and John Kirby has it. Kirby low ball in towards Gavin Carey. Just as Kieran Carey mentioned, that ball very difficult for a defender to deal with, and Gavin Carey's done brilliantly to get into his hand, flicks it across. Has he gone for the score? He has, but Louis D has done well. Difficult ball for the keeper, nearly blocked though by Owen Carr. Managed to get it away towards Chams Jagana here down at the far side there. Good work though from Adam Carrick, but Mungret seem to have it again. It's Jagana in possession, tries to play it inside, gets the pass away. Jason Gillan is mopping up though for Patrickswell, and away comes Gillan with it off his right hand side. He's going to go for the score. It's going to drop short though. It's going to tail to the right and wide, but Tom Patrickswell starting to really dominate at the moment, albeit with a 1 point lead.
Yeah, really getting on top in the middle third, and Gillan probably didn't catch that as well as he would have. Disappointing though from Gavin Carey. He was at a very, very tight angle, and he probably went for his own score when I actually seen Owen Carroll was kind of making a dart across the square when maybe that option was on. But as you said, Patrickswell getting on top in a lot of areas. Kieran,
just to mention Keane Fitzgerald, we've seen him tidy up a lot in the last few minutes. A player you used it the weekend.
Yeah, a very good player and has great potential. Still only a young guy learning his trade, but has the potential to be a very good, tenacious, tight defender.
Cleared by Mungret St. Paul's here, but Patrickswell Hurley is there. It was Owen Harmon who got it. Played away there by Shane Hannon. Not the best of passes from Hannon, he'll be disappointed with that. And Mungret St. Paul's have it towards Liam Harrington, but maybe overdoing it a little bit. And Josh Considine now with possession. Quick as you like, Considine with the shot. He's not happy with that one though. Gives a little bit of a telling to himself there. A little telling to, I should say. Just that's another poor wide for Patrickswell though, Tom.
Yeah, that's their fort now. Disappointed there. Josh Considine probably didn't set himself, just turned on it very quickly. Probably didn't realise the amount of space he was in, and I'd be very, very disappointed with that.
Paul O'Brien picking up this loose ball off his right hand side. Paul O'Brien with an excellent strike, and if Paul O'Brien can pick up ball like that, Mungret are onto a winner all day long. 5 points apiece here. 13 minutes played.
Interesting to note, John, under those Mungret puckouts, it is defenders and attackers are finding it difficult to pick the ball out of the sky with that dipping sun, and Paul O'Brien the beneficiary there by picking up the loose ball.
Killian O'Reilly with the long puck out, looking towards Calvin Carroll and Jason Gillan. It's flicked away into the middle of the park. It's the aforementioned O'Brien who's been fouled. Pushing the back, I think, is all it was. Nothing serious in it. And he's just consulting here, Paul O'Brien, well inside his own half. Well inside his own 65, I should even say. Trying to steal a couple of yards while he's at it, but...
And successfully so.
And successfully so is right, Kieran. This is one, okay, it's a long way out, but he's some striker of a ball.
Yeah, without a doubt. And he got a great point there from play, and this is well within his radar. I certainly thought it was a cheap enough out free. He wasn't going to hurt us back there from play.
It's a good strike from O'Brien. Does it have everything? It does. Killian O'Reilly just gets a flick to it to make sure. No point in that dipping sun, as Tom Clancy mentioned, taking chances there. A fine strike from Paul O'Brien all the same, and Mungret St. Paul's are back into the lead. 14 minutes played of this Mint Catering Premier Under 21 Hurling Championship semi-final, and it's Mungret St. Paul's leading Patrickswell 6-5. High ball in towards Gavin Carey. Helliwell gets the hand to it initially, but Calvin Carroll's in there trying to flick this one away from Conor Barry. And Louis D does the tidying up for Mungret. Helliwell plays it short. Good pass to Rory Duff. Duff flicks it out to his wing back. That's Shawnee Barry. Played along down the line. That's Brian O'Mara in possession over for Mungret on that far side. He's been fouled. Referee may have left it play on as David Bridgman was working away towards into space. But Tom, a free for Mungret St. Paul's. We've mentioned it several times. From anywhere in the park, it looks as if you can't give Paul O'Brien chances.
Yeah, as you said, the advantage might have been played, but I think Mungret will be more than happy to see the whistle go and to get another shot at the sticks. So interesting enough, we're just approaching more than likely the water break, and as we know, the water break has to occur between 15 and 20 minutes, so we're just entering that period now.
Just a metre or so in from the far sideline. Chance for Paul O'Brien, who's been deadly so far in this opening 15 minutes or so. Doesn't usually matter to him what the angle is. He's well capable of putting it over. It's another good strike from Paul O'Brien. You could hear it from here. That's another point for Paul O'Brien. 7 points to 5 in favour of Mungret. Kieran, we just mentioned it. As the water break is called by referee John O'Halloran, Patrickswell can't afford to be giving Paul O'Brien frees from anywhere. No,
and to be fair, he's an outstanding free taker. He'll hurt them really. From anywhere from 65 in, but looking at the first quarter, really Patrickswell need to kind of get their house in order. Mungret are going with a sweeper, and if the sweeper weren't there, their forwards are working very hard, so they need to counteract the sweeper for the second quarter. 2 point lead for Mungret St. Paul's. Tom, what have you noticed really between the differences between the two sides?
Well, one that's glaringly obvious to me anyway is Mungret's efficiency. I think they've only had the 7 shots at goal, albeit a half goal chance to tap it as well, but 7 from 7 really, at points. Patrickswell with 4 wides, they'll be disappointed with a couple of those, from their key men, Gillan and Considine. So if they can just tidy them up, they are getting enough possession, and they can bring them back, rein Mungret in the second quarter.
The one thing I've noticed anyway from up here in the gantry, Kieran, Mungret's their movement inside in the forward line, not just their forward line but around midfield, they seem to be very fluid.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you could also see there's an awful lot of work put into them. Whoever's coaching them, has them humming fairly well in the first 15 minutes. And, they're not phased with kind of breaking the tackles or playing the ball out. They're actually comfortable at it. And whereas Patrickswell went through an old stage there, the forwards works very hard. But as I said, you can do that all along, but you have a sweeper. You obviously have 7 defenders versus probably 5. So they're going to win that duo all day long. But as the other gentleman rightly pointed out, if Patrickswell were small but more economical, they could very easily be going in 2 points winning here at the first quarter.
Well, it is Mungret St. Paul's that are leading here, just as referee John O'Halloran blows the whistle for the end of the water break. Neither team quite willing to go back onto the pitch yet. They're supping as much water as they can and getting as much instruction as they can, I'm sure, certainly down in front of us.
Perhaps it's time for the NBA style water break, or
timeout.
Timeout,
yeah. And I think as they say in the country, sucky calves.
Thoughts of Kieran Carey and Tom Clancy here as we get ready to restart after that water break. As we mentioned, it's Mungret St. Paul's just shading it at the moment, but as Tom Clancy mentioned, four wides to none.
But to be fair, a very good game for the first 15 minutes. But a lot of whole pile in it, a lot of quality, a lot of skill in it.
That's been the one thing as well, Kieran, bar a couple of results at the senior level for numerous reasons, but the quality of hurling since we've come back has been absolutely
The
outstanding.
standard has been huge at intermediate senior and 21 level, and you'd have to put that down for Hunger and fellas who are doing nothing for a good 5 or 6 months. Next thing all of a sudden they got the nod a few weeks beforehand and away they go.
Yeah, brilliant stuff so far. Cracking game and contest at the moment here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds as Killian O'Reilly gets us back underway. Over to that far side, looking for Jason Glenn, very close to the touchline, and indeed it's gone out over the touchline. That's not what Patrickswell would have wanted immediately after the break time.
No, Killian O'Reilly probably guilty of just overhitting that one. He did find his man, but obviously he was, pinned right to the touchline, so it was very difficult for him to gain possession. And obviously, it's Mungret's ball now, so a cheap turnover, and the resumption of the game after the water break.
Of course, Liam Cronin down in front of us, involved with this Mungret St Paul's team. Was a member of the background team for Ard Skull for at least a couple of their Harty Cup wins. Interesting to see Paul O'Brien coming along with to take this. It's a flat one, but it's well picked up there by Patrickswell and cleared by Paddy Maher, I think it was, up towards John Kirby. Good defending though from Conor Flahav, and Rory Duff looking to pick up the loose ball. Flahav is there again for Mungret St Paul's though, flicks it away one-handed, and it's Mungret working the ball through the lines very, very well in this opening half so far. Bit of time now for Kieran O'Dowd to deliver. It's a low along the line, looking for Champs Jagana. The touch isn't there from the big number 10 on this occasion. But Kieran, it's very noticeable that Mungret are really, really tigerish the way they're defending, and then when they pick up the loose ball, their eyes are up immediately.
Yeah, without a doubt. And as I said earlier on, they're very comfortable going through the lines. There's a lot of work put in them, and usually a team that's hurling with that confidence, they will be hard to beat.
Keane in right now to take the sideline cut for Patrickswell as we come up to the 20-minute mark. He's had a few efforts so far, Keane Enright hasn't struck one perfectly yet. It's a fair effort there into the middle of the field. Owen Harmon was up and he's won a foul. Good work from the Patrickswell midfielder. Needless pushing it back though at the same time from Liam Harrington, and just inside the 65-metre line. It's one that Jason Glam will expect to put over, Tom.
Absolutely, yeah. And just to note, when that sideline cut was been taken, Mungret had two men on John Kirby, one in front, one in back, and one of them was actually Liam Harrington. Made a dart for the ball, over eager, put the hurley high against the man, and John O'Halloran's only a few yards away. He's not going to miss that. No,
he's not. Right on the spot was referee John O'Halloran, who, in fairness, despite a good few frees in this game, is trying to leave it go as best he can. As Galan prepares, goes through his usual routine. As I mentioned, a couple of metres inside his own 65. It's a fine strike from Jason Glan. There's one between the teams again. Excellent work here on. And conversely, we talked about Paul O'Brien, his free taking or his ability from place balls all over the park. Jason's very similar in that sense.
Yeah, very, very accurate. And, a lot of it is total natural ability, natural talent.
No effort put in.
No.
Back in possession now. It's the aforementioned Galan. Has he picked it up off the ground? Referee John O'Halloran has decided to throw the ball, and I think Jason got away with one there.
Yeah, he didn't see it. I think a few shouts from Shawnee Barry and the lads kind of made his mind up. This has to be a throw-in.
Either way, it's going to restart with that throw-in. And it goes to a bit easy for Mungret's point of view for Adam Carey. Gets the hand pass away to Owen Harmon all the way back to Paddy Maher. Well capable of putting this one over the bar. Paddy Maher, flat striker of the ball. Didn't get hold of it though. One he'll be very, very disappointed in. Well capable of putting that one over. As Louis D takes his quick puck out straight down to Kieran O'Dowd. O'Dowd with way too much time from a Patrickswell point of view. It's a similar ball down that he tried to deliver moments ago. Unable to keep it in was Liam Lynch. Back to Sheeny Hurley. Good play from Hurley. Back to Lynch. Lynch cuts back onto his left side. Gets the hand pass away. It's Brian O'Mara. He's got a runner on his shoulder. O'Mara tries a needless shot. Coming back against himself. And he's well pickpocketed by the Patrickswell defender as Josh Considine now on the run for Patrickswell, pushing it back maybe from Dan Larkin. It's Josh Considine on the run. Is that a score from Josh Considine? What an effort from Considine. He was under severe pressure from Daniel Larkin. He did brilliantly to level it up once again.
Yeah, mighty score, but that's the old Josh, and I suppose he's a small bit rusty because he's been out for a while because he had a big operation, did his appendix, but just before that now Paddy Maher had an easy enough old chance as well, so usually the team that convert most chances are the team that win.
It's Patrickswell now maybe with a bit of momentum from Considine's score as the same man delivers it inside, looking for Owen Carr, tries to go behind his man, hoping for the mistake. It didn't come for Mungret, and it's back now in possession with Liam Harrington. Low delivery, looking for Jagana. He's been a big presence in this Mungret side. Again, it does well to keep it in over on that far side, and here he has it. Looks at his options, switches play. It's a good ball for Liam Lynch. Lynch gets it. Adam Carrick looking to put the pressure on immediately. He's done well as Carrick. Back to Jagana. Shooting chance. Decisive. Flick it inside. He's looking everywhere, Jagana. Very, very impressive so far. Not so much from David Bridgman. Unable to get the ball in his hand initially. Jagana has it again. Flicks it inside. Dangerous ball in towards Shamey Hurley. Good flick from Hurley. Tries to flick it away again. Free according to the Mungret St. Paul's sideline. Not given by the referee, John O'Hanrahan. And away comes Keane Fitzgerald. The Paddy Maher. Maher goes long. Gavin Carey just isn't in there at the moment. Beyond Carl trying to get this one from Conor Barry. Barry has it. Fan pass it back as a poor one. Gavin Carey's there. Conor Helliwell makes up for his mistake with the drop ball. We've a man down injured back just outside the semicircle. And we've a Brett to take there. But some excellent work in between there. And Chams Jagana is all over the place from Mungret.
Yeah, great passage of play now, to be fair, but I have to say, if Patrickswell are going to counteract playing through the lines, which they have to do, usually it's work rate that does it, and they're working very hard at the minute.
Yeah, did well to not stop a score or concede a score there, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when they did work it up the field, interesting to note, again, Liam Harrington, he's basically the Mungret sweeper. 3-on-2 inside there. It's not the quality of the ball that the Patrickswell forwards will be looking for. They're going to want it, low and direct, a bit like what Mungret are doing. The high ball when it's 3-on-2, it's much easier for a defender to win it. We've seen it a lot down in a lot of the championship games so far in the senior level. So I'd be disappointed for Patrickswell with the quality of the ball. If they can get that right, they're more than capable of causing damage inside.
Just seeing here, the man that's down is Joachim McGrath. Seems to be okay again. Or is he okay? Looks to be leaving the
sub coming in.
Yeah, he's gone as Joachim McGrath. It's going to be the first substitution of the game here at the LIT Gaelic grounds. It's just saying there's certainly a few positional switches. Owen Harmon's going back into corner back where he started the last game against the Hand, the quarter final. Just confirming who's on the field here.
Clive Kirby.
It's Clive Kirby wearing number 17 is going to be on. Confirms Kieran Carey. Adam Carey out there with Liam Bridgman. But first change early on for Patrickswell, just in the 25th minute of the game. 7 points apiece here. An absolute cracker in this mid-catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final. It's going to be a Patrickswell ball current to the linesman. And Cronin persists with his protest, but it's going to fall on deaf ears very clearly as Patrick Kirby gets ready to take this one. Looking at his options upfield, Liam Harrington is the loose man once again, so Kirby's going to have to be a bit adventurous. That's exactly what he's done. He's looking for John Kirby. Good defending there initially, and we're going to have another sideline cut for Patrickswell. This one is in Jason Gallan range again though, Tom.
Yeah, very similar spot to where he cut the first one, just wide. So, he probably has the range now after the first one. He'll be take a little bit off it and get it, more central on the goal.
Tom made a great point there. Just Patrickswell just got a small bit clever with their decision making, their passes. They'd probably get more joy out of it inside, and probably the score would be slightly different.
Fascinating contest on the go here at the LIT Gaelic grounds as Gallan strikes this one, same as the last one. Is do well to be kept in play. No calling back there from the Mungret full back line, and goalkeeper Liam Harrington had to deal with it. He got no call, and it's going to result in a 65 to Patrickswell.
Yeah, and Jason looked like as if he was kind of only putting in and around the house. It didn't appear that he was going for a score. But as you rightly pointed out, all the cornerback wanted to hear was a shout from the goal at the time, but he just tipped off the hurling out for 65. So scoring opportunity here for Jason again now for Patrickswell to take the lead.
As Kieran Carey mentioned earlier in this game, Jason Glann, such a natural striker at the ball, never looks like he's putting effort into it. And so this from 65 metres out, it's not going to make much of a difference. Maybe if there is a breeze, it is heading in towards the city again and is into his face, but it's negligible enough from 65 metres out anyway. Chance now for Patrickswell to go back into the lead as Josh Considine makes all you could describe as a dummy run, just making sure Rory Duff is awake. Fine strike from Jason Glann. That's the lead for Patrickswell. 27 minutes on the clock. Patrickswell go back into the lead. Another point for Jason Glann, and it's 8 points to 7 in favour of the Well.
Interesting to note, John. That's 3 in a row now for the Well. Mungret haven't scored since the water break. They got a point just on the verge of the water break from O'Brien. Haven't been able to add it since. So Patrickswell definitely benefited from that break.
Paul O'Brien been very, very tightly marked in that since that stage, as well as Mungret on the attack again. Brian O'Mara coming out, a couple of Mungret players kind of leaving it for each other there, but it's Mungret that do come away with it, and it is Rory Duff on the run, just a flick of the wrist for Rory Duff. We're level once again, and Kieran Both sides really coming to the fore at the moment, but it's a very, very tight and even contest.
Without a doubt, and to me that was probably score of the match so far. You know, he came out of it with a ruck, sidestepped 2 defenders, took it on about 10 yards and tapped it over the bar. Great score.
Excellent work from the Mungret St. Paul's midfielders. Hands full marking Josh Considine. Conversely, Considine has his hands full marking him as well. It's John Kirby trying to win it for Patrickswell, but it's Mungret St. Paul's that come away with it. And it's Liam Harrington, very much the director of the orchestra from Mungret's point of view. It's good work back there though from Cian Fitzgerald once again. In fact, it's not, that's Shane Hannon back there. Flick doesn't go to hand from Patrickswell's point of view, but equally Liam Bridgman now, and it's room here for Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch hits it high. Is it on target? Liam Lynch, it's not, it's gone to the left and wide. And Liam Lynch, Tom's Limerick minor a couple of years ago, he had that goal chance, another shooting chance there. He'd be very, very disappointed with his action so far.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed there. He has got a point to his name in fairness, and at that occasion, you know, he's actually hit Mungret's first wide of the game, so disappointing from his point of view.
It is, and Paddy Maher now in possession as Patrickswell work that puck out short. Maybe a hint of a mistake, but wasn't punished as Calvin Carroll's hurley breaks as he tries to hit this one inside. Definitely wasn't where he wanted. And it's Brian O'Mara now in possession for Mungret St. Paul's. He's Shamey Hurley in oceans of space. Wasn't the best of passes though. Now Hurley's going to be faced by 2 men. Steps back onto his right hand side. It's Hurley with the shot. He's got one already. That one, too much to do on that occasion for Shamey Hurley. He did look out, in fairness, Kieran. Looked at his options. There wasn't anyone else there.
No, and I suppose if he had another option, really is probably ask the question to the cornerback and test his legs out, see what way they were. But I'm just sizing up Mungret. You know, I'd say a lot of them are probably closer to the age of 21 level, and they're a lot more physically stronger than Patrickswell.
As James Jagan has done well here. Brilliant work defensively. That's inside the 14-metre line. Could be a penalty here. Great work rate from the Mungret St. Paul's number 10. He's not claiming anything. I thought he was coming out claiming a penalty. It's going to be a free in.
Just a bit of a fist pump as well. He was obviously happy with his own work there.
He's every reason to be.
Yeah, he lost to Hurley, but he still managed to win the free. So very good Tigers to play. He caused the turnover as well. So he'll be very, very happy with his effort there.
John O'Hanlon now going to have a word with Shane Hannon. I thought he's left it off. It's going to be Paul O'Brien now with just 30 minutes on the clock. We obviously have stoppages for that injury to Joachim McGrath. It was a couple of minutes as O'Brien. Will he go for goal is the question here. The answer is no. Just keeps it low enough. Happy enough to put Mungret into a 1-point lead coming up to half time. But Kieran Patrickswell, the last few puck outs, they went short with him. There wasn't clean ball out of defence, and they were punished on that occasion. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I hope the boys have it spotted, because the high ball duel, we're not winning anything. As I said, Mungret are a lot more bigger and a physical side than us, so on the mat will suit us a lot more. Jason
Glenn picks up this loose ball. He's got a belt to the head, but no free forthcoming for Patrickswell. Good work though from Patrick Kirby, and that Patrickswell really need him to come into things more often. Straight to Jason Glenn on the turn. Didn't look to Jason Glenn. Probably should have had a look, because that's gone to the left and wide. And again, another needless wide, Tom.
Yeah, there's 6 wides for the well, but a lovely ball by Kirby. Didn't open up the shoulders when it wasn't on. Played it into Galan, and obviously a disappointing finish from Galan.
Yeah, Shawnee Barry foul over on that far side by John Kirby. He's going to be talking to here. I think it's Natal O'Grady getting a word in the ear from referee John O'Halloran. Obviously not happy with something that's come from the Patrickswell sideline, but either way, it's Paul O'Brien just outside his own 65 for this one. A big chance to put Mungret St. Paul's 2 points clear of Patrickswell here in the dying embers of this Mint Catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final first half.
I suppose it's the type of game really, whatever team will get the first goal, it could have a huge bearing in the game.
Another fine strike from Paul O'Brien from our angle. It looks to be good, but it's gone to the left and wide. Bit disappointed with that one, Tom. And it's Mungret's second wide?
It's actually, there's their third wide now. Three in the last maybe 4 minutes thereabouts. His first miss free, so O'Brien, we were praising him before. That was, in fairness, that was a difficult one in around his own half, but he's a man we expect to be putting those over. Great
catch from Galan and offload to Calvin Carroll. Carroll with a chance to level it once more. This one's dropping, though. Is it dropping over the bar? It's not. It's gone to the left and wide. That's another chance kind of begging for Patrickswell. Lewis D with this quick one straight to Shawnee Barry. Barry now under immediate pressure, gets the hand pass away again under pressure, and it's going to be a free into Patrickswell. Excellent work from the Patrickswell forwards. Maybe Kieran, something they haven't done enough of in this first half, but in this occasion it bears fruit.
Well, to be fair, their work rate is of high quality. It's the economical side of it, really. You know, they've a lot of wides up there. If they've converted half the wides that in the first half, I'd fancy the well to be up 4 or 5 points.
Chance for Gillan now, just as we're probably finishing up. 3rd minute of added time. Another chance for Patrickswell to get on level terms once more. Similar enough angle, Kieran as well. He's taking it off the ground and low to John Kirby. It's very smart play from Patrickswell. Has it worked out on the scoreboard? It certainly has. Quick thinking from Jason Glenn and John Kirby, and Patrickswell need more of that.
Yeah, great score. Very clever and very quick thinking. And when it's on like that, especially in a night like tonight, you should do it.
Yeah, half-time whistle here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. All square in this mid-catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final. Mungret 9 points, Patrickswell 9 points. Tom, a very entertaining first half.
Yeah, very close game. Neither side able to get their nose considerably far in front. It's ebbed and flowed really. It's probably what we were expecting. You know, Kieran was leaning towards Patrickswell. I was leaning towards Mungret, and I think it's the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. That it's just whoever is going to be more efficient in the second half will win this game. Patrickswell 7 wides to 3. Mungret, were very efficient up until maybe the last 5 or 6 minutes. Probably looking for the half-time whistle, but if Patrickswell can just cut out the I would say needless wides, because a lot of those have been shots where there's been very little pressure. If they can cut them out, there's no reason why they can't book their place in the final.
And Kieran, the standard has been very high outside of those missed chances, but in general a flaking game of hurling really, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. And to be fair to Patrickswell, they will be confident enough now over there, because Patrickswell getting to the semi-final of a championship this year, it was an achievement in itself. Now that they're up against probably the favourites at the start of the year, they're thereabouts, and I suppose with very, very silly wides, and all it needed really was the nearest player to kind of just let you've time, steady up, put 2 feet in the ground, put the ball over the black spot. But Jason from play quietish, Paul O'Brien from play quietish as well. So your big guns haven't come yet. So it'll be interesting. I think when the big guns can stamp their authority in the next 2 quarters, I think probably that will be a huge advantage to whatever team will do that.
Fascinating second half in store here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. All square between Mungret, St. Paul's and Patrickswell. 9 points apiece. Join us for the second half shortly. Welcome back to the LIT Gaelic Grounds for the second half of this mid-catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final between Mungret St. Paul's and Patrickswell. All square after an entertaining first half, all to play for as well. It'll be ball thrown in by referee John O'Halloran from Brewery. Just a bit of a ruck developing the early stages, usually the case with the throwing ball. 6 or 7 lads trying to win. It's going to be Mungret initially to come out with it. Looked like Brian O'Mara had possession, but it's Patrickswell that get the delivery inside. In towards Owen Carroll, and the corner back on that occasion is Conor Barry. As Conor Barry gets it up, flicks it across, dangerous ball across, looking for his goalkeeper Louis D. Deals with it very well, does D. And plays this ball out. Back inside to Liam Harrington, the Mungret St. Paul's centre back. He's played a sweeper role in this first half under pressure from Patrick Kirby. Good hook from Kirby. The pass still goes to the Mungret St. Paul's man, and it's Liam Lynch over on that far side. Lynch on the run now. Danger maybe here for Patrickswell. Lynch still going. He's got chance. Jagana with him. It's into Jagana. Is there a goal chance here? Jagana with the finish. It's gone to the left and wide. Huge chance for Mungret St. Paul's in the opening minute of this second half. But Kieran Carey, it's ultimately gone a begging.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was the greatest chance of a goal that we've seen now, and it would have been easier to miss it than score it. So I don't be too harsh in him, but sure, all I needed was just a tip.
Yes, Jagana, who's had a very enterprising first half, unable to find a finish the touch, but Tom, an excellent run from Liam Lynch to set it up.
Yeah, a great run down the right wing, and I really thought the goal was on there. Interesting to note that Mungret actually were the highest goal scorers in the group, 7 goals in their 3 games. You know, as Kieran I think alluded to before half time, a goal in this one could really set a team alight, and you know that was an ideal opportunity for Mungret.
The score remains at 9 points apiece here. Jason Gillan's going to leave this one to Patrick Kirby. It's an ideal angle for Kirby to cut across it, aiming way of the left post, but it's a long way out too. It's a great strike from Kirby. Does it have the curl back in? It doesn't. No. Easily defended by Mungret, but Kieran, you could see what he was trying. No harm in having a go either.
No, and he's a good old striker. It was in his radar actually, down to be fair, and the Lord said let there be light. The lights are on here in the Gaelic Grounds.
Indeed they are, as Mungret St. Paul's work this one up towards Paul O'Brien. Met with a hit by Jason Gillan, doesn't bother O'Brien. Plays this one in high towards Jagana. He'll just try and break this one down. It's in the hand for Jagana. He's through again and goes. Can he get this one? Brilliant save by Killian O'Reilly. The rebound comes to Shamie Hurley, taps it over the bar. Could have been a lot worse for Patrickswell Town, but a brilliant save from Killian O'Reilly.
Yeah, brilliant save. It was actually a very good shot. Low was where you want to be hitting those ones. We saw it at the weekend, even with Aaron Gillan with his goal, nice and low. Makes it very hard for the goalkeeper. But credit to Killian O'Reilly there, down to his right, and very important save.
Yeah. If the two chances were taken, you could say as a contest it could have been over.
Indeed it would. Chance Jagana with both chances. He was on target second time round, but met by a brilliant Killian O'Reilly save. But it's Mungret into a 10 points to 9 lead here. But danger, the worry for Patrickswell as Mungret now 2 early goal chances. They'll be thankful that neither were taken as Jason Gillan tries to pick this one up. Gillan has it over on that far side. Can he pop it over the bar? It's an incredibly difficult angle. Again he's gone for the shot where he could have put the ball across maybe to an on-rushing player. Josh Considine was looking to make a run in behind there. It wasn't seen. And it's going to be a puck out for Louis D.
No, he's at something else.
I think he's given a free here.
Seems to be calling in Conor Flahav. Yeah, looks like he's given a free.
Playing advantage was referee John O'Halloran. So maybe we were wrong in Jason. We knew what he was at. Advantage accruing on that occasion.
Yeah, I think the statisticians will scrub that wide off Jason. He'll be delighted with that. So he gets a second bite of the cherry here.
And this one from a place ball. It's one you'd expect him to score and level the game yet again. Just outside the 21 metre line for Jason Gillan. It's Gillan with the strike. Is it over the bar? Indeed it is. 10 points apiece here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. Early stages of the second half. Just 4 minutes played. And it's another free for Jason Gillan as Louis D, who was well outside the square on that occasion, wasn't spotted by the umpires on that occasion. It's Calvin Carr now with a good catch. Gets the hand pass away to Patrick Kirby. Now Patrickswell getting into their stride. It's John Kirby with the strike. We saw it in the quarter final against the hand. And he started the second half. Well, he wasn't really on form in the first half. Didn't get a huge amount of chances, but Kieran, he's put that one over the bar straight away.
Great score. Kelvin pulled it out of there, took it forward about 10 yards. Patrick to Patrick went on a little run, popped it out to John Kirby straight over the bar. Great passage of play and a great score.
And it's Patrickswell back into the lead of this to and fro game. It's Josh Considine playing this one long towards Gavin Carey. He's 2 men against him. He breaks it down well though, and that's going to be a free out. It's Calvin Carroll. Clive Kirby with the challenge there. I think it was Clive. Deemed to have fouled the Mungret St. Paul's player in Louis D.
And John, just to go back to that last score, we saw a very similar score early in the second half of the quarter final. With the two Kirbys almost telepathic. One of them running across the field, one of them running straight up the middle into the hand and over the bar. So it's obviously something that they're well used to doing.
Played up towards Jagana yet again, breaks it. And it's Liam Lynch in possession for Mungret St. Paul's. Hand pass gets to his own man, Rory Duff. Duff has options here. It's his midfield partner, Daniel Larkin, but he's caught by John Kirby. And it's going to be a free to Patrickswell. Brilliant work from John Kirby. Got the pressure on Daniel Larkin, does brilliantly to win the free. And Kirby coming into things, Kieran. Now.
Yeah, but without a doubt, their work rate is very good. And you could see there during that last little passage of play, it was actually turned over and they got a free. And that became because of their work rate.
Yeah, it's going to be a chance for Jason Gillan here for Patrickswell. He's well inside his own 65-metre line. I'm just checking on a substitution for Patrickswell. Looks like Daniel Feasey is on the field, wearing number 18. There he's just around the 14-metre line. It may have been him indeed who came on for the injured Joachim McGrath. We'll get that confirmed as soon as we can as Jason Gillan lines this one up. Good strike from Gillan. Does it have the legs? Certainly has the accuracy. Brilliant score from Jason Gillan. Excellent strike from the Patrickswell number 11. His second of the second half. And Patrickswell are in a 12 points to 10 lead.
Yeah, interesting now. That's 3 on a row after Mungret had 2 goal chances, only came away with a point. Now they're after conceding 3 points in a row. So, the heads shouldn't go down. They're well in the game, but disappointingly now that they've let Patrickswell get their nose in front.
And Kieran, that response to the 2 goal chances from Mungret has been brilliant from Patrickswell.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, as I said, in the first 2 quarters, even though Mungret were very comfortable going through the lines, the one area Patrickswell were very strong in was their work rate. Yeah, and there's a change here now. I think it's, I haven't seen, but Owen Carroll is coming off. I think it could be Daniel Feases, is it? 29.
I'm not sure who number 29 is on the Patrickswell panel. We'll try and get that confirmed as well as soon as possible. Ball played down towards the Mungret half, but it's picked up again by Patrickswell. Really starting to motor here. John Kirby on the run yet again. Could do with some support here. Kirby work on his own. Eventually Adam Carey comes and gives him a hand, but it's gone to
Daniel Feases is playing full forward as we speak, and 29 it looks like Clive Kirby.
Yeah, Clive Kirby not wearing number 17 as he was in the programme. He's wearing number 29. As you mentioned, Daniel Feasey inside wearing number 18. It's going to be a sideline ball here for Mungret, who trail Patrickswell by 2 points. And it's going to be Shane Barry to take this one. It's taken quickly. It's a low one from Barry, short one. Plays it back to Harrington. Liam Harrington gets the flick inside. Touch isn't the best though from the Mungret St. Paul's player. Unable to keep it in was Liam Lynch, and we're going to have a sideline cut for Patrickswell.
Yeah, I think Mungret are going to need a score just to settle them. A few minutes now. Let Patrickswell getting on top in certain areas. They'll be disappointed, with that sideline ball, just to run it straight back out of play and just give the impetus to Patrickswell again.
It's going to be Adam Carrick to line this one up. Looking at his runners is Carrick, breaks through to Jason Gillan, all the way back to Adam Carrick. Going to deliver this one. He's gone for a score as Adam Carrick is going to drop in and around the square. It's unable to be kept in by Gavin Carey. May have been better off Adam Carrick to drop that one in and around the square. He went for his point, didn't come off, and we're back with play straight away with Louis D's puck out to Brian O'Mara. O'Mara does well to stay in play, plays it low towards James Jagana. Jagana's first to the ball yet again. Really starting to cause problems for this Patrickswell side. Loses it but wins it back again. James Jagana, he's got options. Plays it back. Poor ball though, it has to be said. It's going to work out for Mungret. And it's Daniel Larkin has been fouled by Josh Considine. Larkin on the run. Not sure what he was blown up for on that occasion. John O'Halloran maybe.
Yeah, he gave him the advantage.
He gave him the advantage.
A slight little tug back there by Josh, but as I said, a cheap kind of a free there as well to be given away.
Yeah, chance for Paul O'Brien to reduce the arrears here as we're 10 minutes played of this mid-catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final. Of course, the winners of this game will play Doon in that final. At the moment, it's Patrickswell with the upper hand as Paul O'Brien lines this one up.
Yeah, interesting to note, John. Jagana inside, any ball they've given him, whether it's been high or low, has really made something of it. Was heavily involved in the 2 goal chances, and obviously involved there again.
O'Brien slats that one with absolute ease, and we've a 1 point game again. 12 points to Patrickswell, 11 points to Mungret. 10 minutes of the second half played. We're going to restart with a free, or puck out I should say, from Killian O'Reilly. He's got options. Calvin Carroll was coming short for it. He's decided to go long. That's Jason Glenn looking at a brilliant catch from Gillan. Now he's on the run. He's got men in front of him. Good defending, though, it has to be said, by Mungret. Ball drops. Chance for Clive Kirby. Kirby's on the run. Can he get the shot away? Good block from Conor Flav. Kirby's there again. Gets the hand pass away. Goal chance. Brilliant block from Connor Barry on this stage from Mungret St. Paul's. It's Mungret St. Paul's that come away with it. That could be a momentum swing as Paul O'Brien has it. Picks out a brilliant pass over here to Shane Barry. First touch wasn't there from Barry, but he's got the pace to get away from John Kirby. Shane Barry has got options. Is he going to have a go? Ran out of space, ran out of time. Plays it back to Brian O'Mara. O'Mara with the shot. Is that the levelling score? It isn't. It's gone to the right and wide. But Kieran, there was a couple of goal chances, maybe half chances for Patrickswell.
Yeah,
excellent Mungret defence.
Yeah, without a doubt. I saw Paddy Maher. He was following young O'Brien. He had a goal opportunity there. It was blocked. And where was he there in that last little spell? Out putting pressure on the midfielder from Mungret. And obviously it worked because he hit it wide.
Puck out now from Killian O'Reilly, looking for Jason Glenn. It's won in the air by David Bridgman, not cleanly though. And Adam Carrick flicks it along to John Kirby. Kirby gets it into his hand, plays it to Carrick. Second chance in the space of as many minutes for Adam Carrick. This time though, Adam Carrick has popped it over the bar. Much more like it for Adam Carrick, and we're 2 points clear again. Patrickswell 13, Mungret St. Paul's 11.
Yeah, 2 points from Adam Carrick. I mean, listed at full back, but he obviously has the prowess in front of goal, as we've seen. A point in either half, in fairness.
Yeah, to be fair to Patrickswell, he's following his marker as is Keenan right there. He's gone back in full back, following Jugana.
Yes, Mungret on the attacking. A good flick away there from Paddy Maher, but still Mungret St. Paul's. Good turn from Liam Lynch. He had his full forward, Shamey Hurley, outside him. Tried to get the flick away, but Patrickswell were there in numbers. As Cian Fitzgerald plays it to Calvin Carroll. Carroll from well inside his own 65 plays this one long, looking for Daniel Feasey. Breaks it down, looking for Gavin Carey. Carey, will he get there first? He won't. It's one back there from Liam Harrington. Mungret I was going to say could breathe a sigh of relief. It's great work from Conor Flahav after being put under severe pressure from the Patrickswell full forward line. Eventually they work it out, but they're still under pressure. Great work from Patrickswell as John Kirby now, who looks to have won it for Patrickswell, gets the boot. It's perfect. Goal chance for Jason Gillan. Doesn't get the first touch. It's on his right hand side. Or skips back onto his left, and that's easy as you like for Jason Gillan. Eventually the right option was taken, and for the first time in the game, Tom Clancy, that's a 3 point lead.
Yeah, 3 point lead, and as you said, it was probably a half, maybe even a quarter of a goal chance if Gillan could have got the touch right, but he'll be more than happy with the point at this stage. 3 point lead, as you said, it's they're very hard to come by.
And James Jagan has moved out from full forward again, out to that half forward line, looking to win possession for Mungret. Good low ball in towards Liam Lynch. Lynch has left it for Brian O'Mara. O'Mara on the run. He's got options. Brian O'Mara goes for the shot. Is that over the bar? It certainly is. Brilliant score from Brian O'Mara. His first of the game, and just what Mungret needed, Kieran.
Yeah, great reply out of Mungret there. But yeah, as I said, if Patrickswell are going to have any chance of this, their work rate is through the roof at the moment. And obviously the team that's going to work the most and the team that convert most of the chances presented in the next quarter is the team that's going to cross the line.
Yeah, we have a substitution now from Mungret St. Paul's. Their first of this evening's contest. It's number 18 Barry Duff replacing number 12 David Bridgman for Shawnee Barry's side. 14 minutes of the second half played. Long puck out from Killian O'Reilly. Gillan gets a flick to it. Onto it was Paddy Maher. He's putting under pressure. Gillan has it in the hand. Can he get the hand pass away? He does. It's inside. Good defending from Mungret St. Paul's. Trying to get everything they can on it. It's come to Patrick Kirby though. Is that over the bar from Patrick Kirby? It certainly is, and Patrick's well into a 3 point lead for the second time in as many minutes. 14 minutes on the clock in the second half. Patrickswell 15, Mungret St. Paul's 12. Quick puck out here down in front of us for Shane Barry. Barry has it now. Plays it along the line. Was he hit late by Daniel Feasey? The answer to that is no. Good work back there from Owen Harmon. In fact, it's not. It's Shane Hannon. Shane Hannon gets the flick with great work from Shane Hannon. Plays it low to John Kirby. Kirby really prominent in the second half, down in front of us here under severe pressure from Rory Duff. Neither side able to come up with it until Barry Duff wins it. Barry Duff flicks it inside to Shamey Hurley. He's got a couple of points to his name. This one though never looked comfortable, never really got the ball out of his hands. kind of a pot shot. It's gone to the left and wide, and Kieran, maybe the pressure's starting to tell on Mungret a little bit.
Yeah, and listening to Tom a while ago, anytime Jagana is on the ball, there's something out of it. And I'm just noticing Jason Glenn is after upping his performance slightly, and it's of huge advantage to Patrickswell as we head into the water break.
Water break here. It's Patrickswell leading by 3 points. Tom, Mungret with it all to do in the final quarter.
Absolutely, and I think they'll be thankful of the water break. Only 3 points in that 15 minutes. 3 points since half time. It's not going to cut it at this level of hurling, so they'll be disappointed with that. But chance to reset now at the water break, iron out a few of the creeks, and just to see, what can they do a little bit differently. As Kieran said a minute ago, get the ball to Jagana. He's causing havoc inside, and maybe cut out those pot shots like we just saw there. But interesting to see Barry Duff coming into the game, younger brother of Rory, and he did well there to set up that chance. So he'll be looking to have a big impact in the last quarter.
We mentioned it just before the start of the second half, Kieran, or the end of the first half, how important goals were. We haven't seen one yet, but could Mungret be looking back on the 2 chances they had in the early stages of the second half and rule them?
Well, only time will tell that. And to be fair, I'm just looking at the Patrickswell set of forwards and the subs coming in, and whereas their ability wise, is only okay, but their work rate is brilliant, and that's the only reason Patrickswell are 3 points ahead. And I know I've said that a few times, but at the end of the day, their work rate is savage, and if they keep that up, I'll give them a great chance, provided there's no green flag raising.
And even at that, the likes of Clive Kirby and Daniel Feasey, okay, maybe their hurt skill wise isn't great, work rate is there, and certainly something we mentioned, their size is there, and it's combative against the Mungret defence. Yeah, without a doubt. And add Jason Galan's performance after up on another 20%, and if he maintains that for the last 15 minutes, and if Josh Considine can come like a train in the last 15 minutes, they'll take a bit of stopping. They will indeed. Just at the end of the water break here, Tom, from Mungret's point of view, you've mentioned just need to up it, maybe get James Jagana, but they need Paul O'Brien to really step up in this last quarter. Yeah, he's been, I wouldn't so far say anonymous in the game from play, but he hasn't been as busy, I think, as the Mungret management, Liam Cronin and Shawnee Barry would like get a player like that on the ball. He's well capable of scoring from play. Where is best to suit him now in this final quarter, I'm not sure. Perhaps centre forward, perhaps a bit closer to the goal, maybe with Jagana as a 2-man inside, but they're going to have to get him on the ball. I think Rory Duff, can be a bit busier around the middle. It'll be interesting to see who's going to step up for them in the last 50 minutes, because they do need a few hands to fire up. And in fairness to Patrickswell, I watch it closely where Paul O'Brien has been played. He's been corner, he's been full, he's been centre. No matter where he goes, number 5 Paddy Maher is on him, and I don't see any change in that training for the last quarter. No, he's doing a fine job on him as well, as we get ready here for the final stages of this Mint Catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final. Mungret St. Paul's have made a swap now. It's Shamie Hurley that's gone off. Just waiting to see who's on and confirm that as quickly as we can. I don't think the man is on yet. Is it Oren O'Dwyer? Oren O'Dwyer's gone in corner back, so that means Conor Flahive is definitely moving up the field somewhere. Moving out to wing, I think, here is just in front of us, left wing back or in centre back. It looks like Shane Barry has gone to right wing forward, where he's wearing 7, and we're seeing Liam Lynch in around kind of centre forward, maybe going to drift inside as well. But it is a Patrickswell puck out, so it'll be interesting to see where they line up after it. Yeah, it's Conor Flahive marking John Kirby from this puck out anyway at centre back. Unlikely that both players will stay in those positions, as it's aimed towards Jason Galan and Liam Harrington. Harrington's initially picked it up, but Jason Glenn is there fighting for every ball. Brilliant pick up from Josh Considine, gets the hand pass away to Calvin Carroll. Carroll now, this could be a vital bit of play here, plays it to John Kirby, tip it over the bar. That's a 4-point lead for Patrickswell. Brilliant work by Calvin Carroll, drew his man, hand pass off, and a trademark Patrickswell score. Yeah, outstanding, and Paul O'Brien was going down to rise it, and Paddy Bahar gave him a small bit of a tip from the side. Josh Considine came out with it, popped it off, and Calvin came through the centre like a train and popped it off to John Kirby, and it was a great score. Yeah, I think the goalkeeper here, Louis D, has been called for being outside the square. I mentioned it in the early stages of the second half, probably getting away with it more often than not. Just before the water break finished, one of his umpires came up and spoke to John O'Halloran, and I'm speculating to see if it was that, but either way it's been called as a throw-in on the 21 metre line here, and Patrickswell through Gavin Carey trying to win it. Good work though from Mungret St. Paul's. Out they come with it through Conor Helliwell, I think it was. Hand pass comes away. Foul though by Patrickswell. It was Conor Barry who was coming out there. Paul O'Brien was coming all the way back to take that. He'd be much more in his line to be further up the field, you'd imagine, as Liam Harrington takes this one. Good running there from the corner forward. That's Brian O'Mara, 1 point. so far in this game has gone in high towards Chams Jagana. Jagana breaks it down. He's done well all day long at that. But good work from the Patrickswell defence, and Cian Enright coming away with the ball under severe pressure, does enough. That's picked up there by Josh Considine. Easy pass from Considine to Carroll. Calvin Carroll from inside his own 65. Is this over the bar? It certainly is. Brilliant score from Calvin Carroll. 10 minutes to play here at the LIT Gaelic grounds, and it's Patrickswell into a 5-point lead, Tom.
Yeah, brilliant score there. The shot Carroll had a minute beforehand, he probably didn't connect with it correctly and it dropped short. So he'll be delighted there, open up the shoulders and no hesitation to split the sticks.
Great to find another Keenan who made it, it came from back there.
Indeed it does. It looks like at this stage 5 points. The margin at the moment heading into the final 10 minutes. Patrickswell in firm control of this game. Conor Flahav with the mistake. Is it going to be punished? It's Feasy who has it, gives it to Jason and couldn't get his hand to it. That's good defending back there by Oran O'Dwyer. Plays this one low to Rory Duff. Duff now for Mungret St. Paul's. He's got Daniel Larkin inside. He goes outside to Brian O'Mara. More prominent in the last few minutes. Brian O'Mara plays it back to Daniel Larkin. Larkin on the run. He's under pressure immediately. Patrickswell looking for overcarrying. It's not given. And back it comes to Brian O'Mara. Through the ball. Blatant as you like. And Mungret really now starting to feel the pressure from Patrickswell. And Jason Glenn will be absolutely no rush to take this one.
No, but to be fair to Patrickswell in the last 2 quarters, I think they possibly wanted more, and that's the reason their work rate is through the roof tonight. If a neutral was sitting back looking at you, you'd say Mungret probably the better team, the most balanced team, but Patrickswell's work rate really is through the roof to see them.
It certainly is, as Mungret introduced Darragh O'Hagan. Just waiting to see who's going to come off the Mungret team.
And just to reiterate that point from Kieran there, that the last Patrickswell score, Calvin Carroll had all the time in the world to pick out the post, but 2 or 3 Mungret men there just couldn't get the room to get off the shot. It was just everywhere they turned there was a blue and yellow jersey, and that could be the difference down the stretch.
Liam Lynch, that's exiting for Mungret. Galan takes this one from his own 65. He's put it high, as does it have the accuracy. On this occasion it doesn't. Jason certainly doesn't agree with that decision. He's livid with it, in fact. But either way, it's not been given, and it remains 5-point lead for Patrickswell as Liam Harrington plays this one low. Brilliantly worked by Calvin Carroll. Great work on Shane Barry. And Clive Kirby plays this one low in towards Daniel Feasy. It's going to drop for Calvin Carroll. Carroll has options. Will he switch it? He will. Initially to Josh Considine. It's Considine on the run. Trademark from Josh Considine. Brilliant flick inside. Has he given too much? He has. It's only a small clearance from Mungret.
Maher.
Good work from Paddy Maher, but Paul O'Brien has picked it up from Mungret St. Paul's point of view in towards Chams Jagana. It's all kind of one-dimensional for Mungret St. Paul's in the second half, and saying that Jagana's won the free. And Tom, you think now, just coming up to 7 minutes left, he'll still have to put it over the bar? He
will, yeah. Only as I said, it's water break. Only 3 points in the second half. They're going to need to get that scoreboard moving again. This would obviously bring it back to 17-13, so a 4-point game. But in fairness, I've bigged up Paul O'Brien. He is a very important player for them, but I think they're expecting too much of him. He's expecting to win the ball around the middle, and they're obviously looking for scores from him too. So I think Paul O'Brien is a victim of his own, his own talent really. But hopefully, from his point of view, he can kickstart a revival here.
A chance to reduce Patrickswell's advantage to 4 points. So O'Brien with the strike, and this time missed his last one at the end of the first half. No problem for Paul O'Brien on this occasion. And we have a 4-point game here heading into the closing stages of this Mint Catering Premier Under-21 Hurling Championship semi-final between Mungret St. Paul's and Patrickswell. Of course, the winner of this game playing Doon, who beat Gareth Spillane comfortably in the other semi-final earlier this evening. It's Mungret St. Paul's in possession again. Hand pass goes away, and it's Mungret St. Paul's low ball in from Liam Harrington, who's pushed up a bit now, aiming towards Chams Jagana. Cian Enright using his strength. He had plenty in it there, and Enright clears. It's a good ball too. Brilliant catch by John Kirby. Immediately met by the challenge of Daniel Larkin, but Kirby is still on the run. Brilliant control from John Kirby. Does very well. Looks at his options now. It's in towards Clive Kirby. Kirby with the shot. Is that one over the bar? It's just tailed to the left and wide from Patrickswell's point of view. Deserved the score from all the good work from John Kirby, but Clive Kirby unable to supply the finish as Louis D goes long. Very long. Too long by the looks of things from a Mungret point of view. Will it be picked up back there but it's Mungret and Liam Harrington that have actually picked it up. Should have been dealt with maybe by Patrickswell. It's a low one in, and it's Darrow Hagan in possession, wearing number 22. Back to Harrington. Harrington flicks it inside. He has a go off his left hand side. This would be some score from Liam Harrington. That's exactly what it is. Brilliant score from the Mungret St. Paul's centre back. Well, he was the centre back. Looks to be playing around the middle of the park now. Brilliant work from Liam Harrington. And Tom, we have a 3-point game yet again as Patrickswell make another sub.
Yeah, Harrington was the sweeper, I suppose, for long periods. They've kind of more or less disbanded that now. I think is it Josh Carey who's coming into the action.
And Kieran, Josh in for Gavin.
Yeah, brother for brother. Straight in. And Josh will be a bit of a handful. If he gets it, he'll create something, or he could manifest a free there if the ball is in around the square.
Cillian O'Reilly with this puck out now for Patrickswell. 3 points in it. 5 minutes on the clock remaining as Jason Gallan goes up for this one. Well met by Conor Flahav. It has to be said. Flahav's in there again for Mungret, but so is Owen Harmon for Patrickswell. It's flicked inside. Josh Considine with a bit of space. Considine off his left. Should be fairly routine for Josh Considine, but gone to the right and wide, and he'd be very disappointed with that, Kieran. Maybe a bit of that rustiness we were talking about earlier.
Very scoreable free. The ball was won very well by Clive Kirby. Popped off to Jason. No one next to near Josh, and very scoreable free. But here he's a chance to redeem himself.
Can he do so?
No.
The answer is no.
And it says just a bit ring rusty, really. But there's 2 points left after us there in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah,
it's 13 wides now as well for Patrickswell, so you know they do look favourites to see it out from here, but they'll be disappointed if they don't because of those wides.
Brilliant work from Cian Fitzgerald on the run here. He's off his left hand side, just doesn't have enough on it. He done brilliantly well to get that far with it. Louis D dealing with that one with ease from Mungret, and it's cleared downfield by Oran O'Dwyer. It's a poor one though. Third time lucky. Is it for Josh Considine? The answer is no. And Kieran, they could really, if Mungret managed to get a goal and force extra time, Patrickswell will look back at them.
Yeah, there should be 6 points up.
Long clearance from Louis D. It's won by Brian O'Mara. O'Mara has it, doesn't have it. Is it won there by Barry Duff? It isn't. Good work foraging on the ground with Shane Hannon for Patrickswell. The boots are gone in, everything's gone in, but it's Josh Considine that comes away, but that's more like it from Josh Considine. It's Paddy Maher now on the run. Maher under pressure, does well to draw the man and find John Kirby. All he needed was a flick, that's what he got. Jason Gallan doesn't have a look. It didn't work for him in the first half. I'm not sure if it's worked for him in the second half. Indeed it has. Brilliant from Jason Gallan. We have a 4-point game again. Excellent score from the Patrickswell number 11. Patrickswell now leading 18 points to 14, 57 minutes on the clock as Chance Jagana rises brilliantly to win this one. Gets the flick away, but it's only towards the Patrickswell man, and it's flicked inside by Clive Kirby along to Patrick Kirby. Patrick Kirby on the run. Should be a foul surely. Advantage accrues, and it's going to be a chance for Jason Gallan to pop this one over and add to the excellent score he just got, Kieran.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you know, in fairness to Josh, even though his radar wasn't on, he found himself in a position for 3 opportunities, and Jason there put a great ball over there. And the point I mentioned, the 2 boys, they're 2 big guns at Patrickswell, and they're coming to the party for the last 15.
Yeah, indeed, Patrickswell now 4 points clear, heading into the 58, at the end of the 58th minute. You know, Tom Mungret, desperate measures needed.
Yeah, they're going to have to be looking for that green flag. You know, we touched on it at the time. The 2 they left behind them in the start of the second half, they're really coming back to bite them now. The low ball, the high ball hasn't really worked. I'm not sure what they're going to have to do to dismantle this Patrickswell full back line, but in fairness, the Patrickswell full back line did look in trouble in the first few minutes of the second half, but have really shored things up, and you know, they've left Cillian O'Reilly with very little to do in this second half.
And even though Jagana looks very dangerous in the high wall, I think Cian Inward actually is defending him and playing him very well.
As well as anyone could be expected, though, Jagana being such a big and powerful man. Cian Enright certainly in the second half, outside of them goal chances, every ball that's come in since then has been won by the Patrickswell defender. We have an injury here for a Patrickswell man. I see Liam Mulcahy racing across. Attend, just checking on that one. Tom, I think it could be Paddy Maher, is it, that's down? No, Paddy's still there. That's
Shane Hannon, yeah.
Yeah, just over a minute of normal time left, John, and we lost. I was just carefully watching the clock at the water break. We lost exactly 3 minutes for that. A couple other stoppages, so it's not out of Mungret's grasp yet, but you know, the clock definitely in Patrickswell's favour.
Yeah, and a chance to go 5 points up when Jason Gallan eventually takes this free. You're looking at what? midway between the 21 and the 65.
And Shane Hannon has been replaced there by number 24. Just going to confirm who that is now.
Sean Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Sean Fitzgerald's coming in for Shane Hannon there through injury.
Another Fitzgerald on for Patrickswell.
He'd be Keane's brother. Good little player, young guy.
As Galan gets ready to strike. Should be fairly routine for Jason Galan. And that's exactly what it is. 5-point lead now for Patrickswell. And as we 10 seconds from the end of regular time, but as Tom Clancy mentioned, we're going to have at least 3 or 4 minutes anyway of extra time here. But it's Chamsjagan again for Mungret, trying to win possession. And it's Mungret on the ball now. It's Liam Harrington. Harrington's lightning quick and off he goes. Goal chance maybe in the offing here for Mungret. It's fallen to O'Brien. Paul O'Brien hooked on the line. Brilliant. In fact, it was Barry Duff who brilliantly went through on goal, but the chance didn't materialise. Excellent work by the Patrickswell defence. It's on Paul O'Brien's right hand side. He pops it over, but brilliant defensive work from Patrickswell there, Kieran.
Outstanding, and I think it was from Sean Fitzgerald. You know, he actually dived to get a hook in, and you could see Mungret were kind of eyeing up for an old goal. So it was outstanding the finger of the young Sean Fitz, and he was only on 15 seconds.
Just showed he was tuned into things straight away there. Brilliant work from the younger of the Fitzgerald brothers on this Patrickswell team, and Paul O'Brien and Mungret having to settle for a point. Straight down in front of us here at the Mackey stand. Jason Galan battling with Conor Flav, neither winning the ball, but Mungret winning the free. It's Conor Barry that's going to take it, or has won it I should say, and Josh Considine not happy with referee John O'Halloran's decision. Protests too vigorously, and it's a yellow card for Josh, and I think Tom, first yellow card of the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first yellow card. John O'Halloran has, he's tried to let it flow as much as he can, and maybe Josh Considine's frustration at the couple of missed opportunities just coming back to him there, and obviously not happy with the decision.
I'd say it was because of verbals, because I thought the free was 50-50. If anything, it looked like a barge, and Josh wasn't even involved. It was young John Kirby who was in it, so I'd say it might have been because of the discipline. Great catch.
Jagan has caught this. It's a goal! It is! Brilliant finish, and it's third time lucky for Champs Jagana. The ball came in from Brian O'Mara Keane Enright, who done brilliantly up to now. He couldn't hold him off the whole time, Kieran. And what a finish. It's amazing to see that finish, given the 2 attempts earlier in the half. But this one, he was bang on target. Yeah, 1 point game.
And to be fair, the goal was coming, they're threatening it.
Patrickswell on the attack now, just looking straight away to respond to that goal. It's Mungret added. The hand pass doesn't go to a Mungret hand though. Midfielders Rory Duff and Dan Larkin trying to link up, and it hasn't gone to hand, and a chance all of a sudden here for Jason Galan on his own 65, and John O'Halloran's having a word. I think is it with Shawnee Barry? It is with Shawnee Barry, I think. The Mungret manager, he's not happy with something that's been said.
No, but he was right. I actually felt it was a free myself from Mungret. He just probably didn't spot it.
Either way, Jason Galan I think has bought a couple of metres as well, if I'm right.
I've yet to see the referee or linesman change their decision.
It's not going to happen now, Kieran. It hasn't happened before. Galan plays this one right in front of John Kirby. It's a good ball. John Kirby steps out. Does he have the accuracy? Does he have the distance? He has both. Brilliant score from John Kirby. Brilliant pass initially from the sideline cut by Jason Galan. The movement was there from Kirby, Kieran. The finish was certainly there. Yeah, 2 points.
Outstanding point. And John Kirby is only 16, 17 years of age. He's shown great maturity tonight because he was under serious pressure there, and thankfully just had about enough of the strength behind the puck to just pop over the bar.
Cleared downfield by Mungret number 2, Conor Flav. Keane Fitzgerald is there. Did well to keep that in play. The Keane Fitzgerald steps into trouble with Champs Jagana on the hunt. He's been pulled for overcarrying. Again, it's Jagana who's centre figure for Mungret once again, Tom. And if he has the energy, he's got to get back in around the square. He certainly expended plenty tonight. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we didn't have a fourth official here indicating what was added, so it'll be interesting. I'm sure Paul O'Brien knows what exactly is on the ref's clock, or close enough. So I'd say he's probably going to go for a point, and hopefully then they're going to win the puck out from their point of view and try and level it up.
Paul O'Brien with this strike, this free right on the 65, straight over the black spot. Unerring accuracy from the Mungret St. Paul's number 11, and we've 15 seconds, Kieran, from 4 minutes of added time. There can't be much left at this stage with a 1 point game.
I was looking down there and I heard the Mungret manager roar when he was taking the free. There was a minute and a half, so time will tell how accurate that is.
Galan with it in the hand. He plays it to Josh Considine. He needs this one for Patrickswell. The strike isn't there, but Josh Carey's a brilliant flick from Josh Carey. Can he get in his hand? He can. Can he get it over the bar? The answer to that one is he can as well. Brilliant score from Josh Carey, and Patrickswell at this moment have an answer to everything Mungret throw at them.
Yeah, great score actually. It was Josh that should have put it over the bar. Dropped sharp in front of Josh. Sent a little dummy and put it over the bar on his right hand side. Great score.
Mungret on the attack again here. They need possession, but it's John Kirby for Patrickswell. Kirby, low one inside towards Daniel Feasey. Feasey, does he have the touch? Not in the first occasion. And it's one back there. It's Paul O'Brien being shadowed by Paddy Maher yet again. Switches play, looking for Shane Barry. Over on that far side, it's Clive Kirby there from Patrickswell's point of view. But Barry comes away with it. He's got options either side of him. He goes to the far side. Inside from Mungret is Conor Flahav. He takes the pass. Flahav switches play. It's a good ball to Darragh O'Hagan, wearing number 22. O'Hagan needs to play this one across, you'd imagine. Does play it across. Looking for Barry Duff. It's won by the Patrickswell man and Josh Considine, I think it was. It's Brian O'Mara for Mungret into Liam Harrington. Danger could be here. Harrington lightning quick, gets the hand pass away, doesn't go to Mungret St. Paul's hand and away, not for the first time, probably not for the last time by Keane Fitzgerald. There was a slip from John Kirby. Patrickswell unable to keep possession. Paddy Maher gets a boot to it. As Paddy Maher now gets it into his hand to Calvin Carroll. Calvin anywhere will do from there. Daniel Feasey doesn't get a hurley to it, does enough though as Mungret St. Paul's look to come away with a bit lucky from Conor Halliwell into Conor Barry. Conor Barry's crossfield ball finds Darragh O'Hagan. O'Hagan, he's got a man that's outside, and that's O'Dowd. O'Dowd plays it right in front of Keane Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now, calm as you like, plays it low. That's it, and it's victory for Patrickswell here. 21 points to 116. 2-point victory for Patrickswell and Damien Gallan's side. And if we just take a breath as we take a look at this one, a brilliant victory for Patrickswell. 2-point victory in the end. But Tom Clancy, first off, they were made to work for it.
Absolutely were, yeah. Mungret come goal, really set up stoppage time, plenty of energy in the stoppage time from Mungret, but unfortunately for them, they coughed up the possession too cheaply around the middle, and Patrickswell got, I suppose, the insurance scores, and that meant Mungret then needed the goal, then, which, you know, Patrickswell, Keenan in particular, coming out dominant there in the last few minutes and making sure they held on for a place in the final.
And Kieran, we mentioned it in commentary several times, 5 or 6 wides from Patrickswell in the last 10 minutes, maybe a bit of nerves, rustiness from Josh Considine. They'll have to be sharpened up by the time they meet Doon in the final. Yeah,
and they will, to be fair, you know, and I think justice was done because for the Mungret goal it might have been a 50-50, was it a free? And you know, as I said, if Patrickswell had converted a quarter their chances, they could have won kind of comfortable enough. But I think Patrickswell, to be fair, had their homework done. They identified the danger men in Mungret, and they stuck to that for the full hour, and paid huge dividends for the Wells victory tonight.
Tom, disappointed for a Mungret team that were well fancied going into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd won their opening 2 games. The third game obviously was irrelevant because they went straight into a semi-final. But I suppose probably what played into Patrickswell's hands ever so slightly was playing that quarter-final. You know, it wasn't the greatest of games against the hand. I'm sure they'll know that themselves. But to get a game which you're close enough to your regular 15, obviously Josh Considine was missing, but to get that 15 out in the field, you know, especially with all the other grades going on, seems to have, you know, helped Patrickswell just that little bit more. Mungret obviously will be very disappointed, but I suppose as a club, Mungret, you know, will be looking to their adult team now to fly the flag for them over the coming weeks. So all is not lost out in Mungret.
Yeah, it's victory for Patrickswell here at the LIT Gaelic grounds on a 21 points to 116 margin. That victory over Mungret St. Paul's. They'll meet Doon in this 2020 Mint Catering Premier Under 21 Hurling Championship final. It's football for us at the weekend here on Limerick GA TV on Saturday evening from Rathkeale. Newcastle West, the current county champions, playing former Kingpins Drumbroadford. Join us for that live action.